Happy Friday, everyone, Fitboxers. Thanks for tuning in to Fitbox Live. Just want to remind you to like and share this, and for anyone who might be interested in it, and for anyone who it might help. So that would be great. So I'm not going to take too long tonight because I need to streamline these. They're far too long. So I'm going to try and keep it as short and as sweet as possible. Before I start, please remember that I have a blog, which would be great if you could read that. So if you go to this web address, it's a bit small, but if you go there, you can go to the blog and you can read a lot of interesting articles on there. That would be fantastic. So again, if you're watching this either recorded or live, then please hit the like button and please remember to share this. Right, so today I wanted to talk about the liver. Now, this month is Love Your Liver month. Also, it is Dry January, and they two sort of go glove in hand, really, because the liver is affected by alcohol. So Love Your Liver Love Your Liver month and Dry January really go well together. January is traditionally Dry January, obviously because it's January, and it's become a bit of a thing since about 2013. And there's a few reasons why people do Dry January. That is like sort of they've had a busy Christmas period is sort of one reason, and they want to give themselves a bit of a clear out, a bit of a rest after all that gluttony over Christmas, or a bit of extra alcohol over Christmas. And also it's like the end or beginning of the new year, so new year, new you, and that sort of thing. Some people do it, same sort of reason, but do it to lose weight, because alcohol can cause you to put weight on because of the extra calories that you're taking on through alcohol. So by cutting the alcohol completely out of your diet can help you to lose weight. So you're losing those extra calories. So a lot of people do tend to do that to lose weight. And some people do it because for charity, so they'll do it a sponsored Dry January. That again is fantastic. You're doing it for a good cause, but also you're doing that's having perfect, or it's added extra gains through losing weight and giving your system a break. So that's really, really good. So again, it started in 2013, it became a thing then, and now Dry January has been adopted by Alcohol Concern, which is a charity, and it's actually been trademarked by them. So a lot of stuff they do is around, Alcohol Concern, getting people to cut back on alcohol, that type of thing. So that's brilliant. So as this month is Love Your Liver month, it's great that Dry January fits with that, because the major organ that is affected by alcohol is the liver. And today we're going to talk about liver health and what it does and what it is and all that type of jazz. And so Dry January aids in that. So the liver can be found if you put your hand under your right rib cage, sort of there, if you can see. Under your right rib cage, can't really see, hang on. That is where your liver is, across there. And it's the largest solid state organ within your body. So it's quite a large solid state organ, and it does loads of different things. So I'm going to read this off a list because there's no way in heck that I can remember them all. So it controls the levels of fats, sugars, and amino acids within the blood. So it's a vastly complex organ which has lots of functions. So that's one of the functions. It's responsible for cleaning waste products from the blood, which is probably what we all thought it was for. So you're right. So it fights infections. It helps to fight infections. It processes some food that come from the intestine. So it acts like a filter for some foods. It produces essential hormones for the body to work. Produces enzymes and proteins which help to create blood clots and repair damaged tissue. It produces some energy from food. It's also used as a store for glycogen within the body for use for energy during exercise. It stores iron and other essential minerals that the body needs to function as well. And it neutralizes drugs and toxins from the system, from the blood. There is more functions of the liver, but I'm not going to go on about them because you could go on forever. So that's just a few functions of what it does. So I want to say that the liver is a super organ. It has a cape, and it doesn't have a cape, but it is a super organ. With alcohol, unfortunately, we have found its kryptonite. Alcohol tends to have a bad effect on the liver. So a major toxin in people's bodies that drink alcohol is alcohol. And as the liver starts to filter the alcohol out of the system, it can kill in large quantities. If alcohol is in large quantities, it can kill liver cells. And when those liver cells die, it creates scarring within those cells, and it's called sclerosis. If the scarring is too much, if people drink far too much and don't give the liver a chance to repair, then unfortunately the scarring can become too much, and the liver will therefore start to die. So it's really good that the liver has an extra superpower in the fact that it can regenerate itself, but only if we allow it. So it can regenerate itself. That's its superpower. But I'm not knocking drinking. It's okay to drink in moderation, but it must be in moderation. It just allows that liver that time to repair itself, to rest, and that sort of stuff. So that's really, really important. That I'm not knocking alcohol completely, but it must be in moderation. Let's get through. So we want you to pamper your liver, and there are several things that we can do to pamper your liver to help it. And again, I've got a list here which we're going to go through to it. So we want to try and stick to moderate consumption of alcohol, and we would want to look at having it probably 2 days per week, consecutive days. So that's 2 days back to back where there is no alcohol at all, which just gives that liver a chance to settle down, chances to help itself recover. Essentially, that's why we're doing it. So try to stay away from faddy crash diets, as these can place the system under a lot of stress, including the liver. This up and down, it's to do with blood sugars, no blood sugar, high blood sugar. It really, really does cause a lot of issues with the system. It also takes away a lot of vitamins and minerals and micronutrients from the diet, which the liver needs to function correctly. So it's really important to stay away from faddy and sort of crash type diets. It's no good for your system in general, and it's doubly bad for your liver. Keep processed foods to the minimum. It goes, if we if we eat processed foods regularly, that can have an effect on the liver, because the liver is having to work in overdrive to try and clear the system from all the junk that we're eating. Eat whole fresh foods. It stands to reason. That's the opposite of what I've just said. So if you eat whole fresh foods, not only do you get loads of minerals into the system to help the liver regenerate and regrow, you're not putting the amount of toxins through the liver, so it's not having to work quite so hard. Limit your sugar intake. The liver can, if there's too much sugar going into the system, especially sugar that comes from high amounts of fruit, which is fructose sugar, the liver is not great at processing fructose sugar in general, and all high quantities of sugar. It can cause the liver to get something called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, basically. So you basically, the liver can become fatty, and it gets covered with a thick layer of fat around the liver, and then it basically kills the liver. And you obviously will die if you have a killed liver, unless you have a transplant. So it's really important that we don't have high levels of sugar. Limit your stress and anxiety levels. That's really important, because if you limit your stress and anxiety levels, your system's going to function much better. You're probably going to eat better. You're probably going to get more sleep. You're probably going to exercise more. Therefore, your system's going to be in much better shape therefore your liver is going to be functioning much better. And exercise more, and that goes hand in hand with what I've just said. Exercising more will help your system function much better. So by carrying out the things on this list, and it's something, all those things that I've just told you for pampering your liver is fantastic in general health terms. You're generally going to be much fitter and healthier by cutting those unhealthy foods out of the system. Not only is it going to help your liver, but it's going to help your entire system be much healthier. You'll feel better. You want to eat rubbish less. So not only is it pampering your liver, it's helping your whole body in general. So we're getting towards the end of this live. Like I said, I didn't want to go too overboard today because in the past I have gone a bit too overboard. So not only giving booze a rest does it give your liver a rest, but it also helps your wallet as well. As we know, it can be quite expensive to drink a lot. So that's the end of the Love the Liver Facebook Live talk. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. That'd be great. Please remember my blog. If you want to go to, if I find the address, if you go there to that address, the blog is up there where you can get loads of interesting information about health and fitness. That would be great if you could go there. Please share this, like this. That would be really, really great because it really supports me if people share and like the shows that I do. I might have already said this about 20 seconds ago. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. That'd be great. Until next time, until next week, keep it simple. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.